This is now the largest restaurant where everybody, largest restaurant and party space. So most of the Chinatown organizations or family associations, they hold events here. They hold community events here. The old place behind it, the Silver Palace, closed 25, 30 years ago. So this is the largest venue, gathering venue in Chinatown right now. That's capable of holding 800 or 900 people. Right? And I've been to many a party here through this period of time since they opened. Right? But it's a sign of the times. But the important thing is why isn't government putting together an economic stimulus package to help small business, right, by giving them grants instead of loans? Loans have to be repaid. You lend me money at no interest, I still have to pay you back. So if I lose 6 months of business, I have to work another year to maybe pay off that loan, right? Even though I'm not paying interest on it. So I think government, this is a national emergency now. I think the president just declared it. So the thing is, they should be putting $1 trillion out there or $2 trillion out there to help the people who are unemployed. Right? So now you have to wait basically a week or two before you apply for unemployment, and I don't think it pays you from the first day you're unemployed. So what do these people, the workers, do? They have to pay rent and everything. A lot of Chinese families, or even other families in New York City or the country, you live paycheck to paycheck. So this is a very delicate situation, and it is. We are going into crisis mode because of this COVID-19.
And next question regarding, the whole Chinatown, because you have lived here for decades.
Yeah.
So how much you think the restaurant, especially restaurant, in Chinatown, they closed down or nearly?
All right. So ever since back in January, early mid-January, right, when this COVID-19 became news, it was the media started picking up on it. Chinatown has saw a drop in business, even for Chinese Lunar New Year here. There were very little visitors, and the whole thing is, people were afraid to come into because normally on Chinese during the parade, Super Saturday or something, Chinatown was packed. This year I saw maybe half of the crowd during the float parade. When all the elected come to, there was no crowd. Basically it was one deep along the barricade. So you can tell by pictures how people avoided the area. So Chinatown business have suffered this economic downturn. They've seen a business loss of 40% at the time. Now we're talking 60 or 70% or 80% even, right? Ever since the first case became known in New York City or New York State, right? So we've been feeling this economic depression ever since January. Right? Long before now, New York City, the rest of Times Square, Broadway shows, or the NBA, NHL. Now they're going to begin to feel it. But Chinatown and Chinese communities in New York City and across the country have been feeling this racism and xenophobia ever since January, for 2 months now.
And in your history, because you experienced 9/11 and also SARS, have you ever experienced the dark time before? According to your memory?
No, actually, I've never seen this mass hysteria when people are rushing up to buy toilet paper and stuff. Even during 9/11, I'm a first responder, so I was on the pile. I really had no idea what was going on here because I spent 24/7 down at the World Trade Center at the time. Right. But the thing is, I've never seen this response like this. Right? People are going out there buying face masks. A lot of people are trying to take advantage of other people by selling fake face masks and this price gouging and stuff. I tried to raise the issue about price gouging over a month ago, back in late January, when I saw, when I went online to Amazon and I see for $15 a box, but there's $150 shipping. There's a problem here. I raised the issue with Consumer Affairs. They didn't want to do anything about it. But now that everybody wants face masks, now they want to do it over a month later.
Okay. So give me some positive news. I think at least the supermarket has a good business, right?
It's a false market because everybody is rushing to buy canned goods, canned fish, rice. Rice doesn't keep more than 8 or 9 months. You start to get the beetles in there. So it doesn't keep, so it's not a shelf-stable type of food that you can keep too long. So I don't see why people are buying 200-300 pounds of rice. Right? I buy a 20-pound bag of rice and it'll last me a year and a half. Right? And I have to throw away half of it anyway. Right, so I mean, if you buy canned goods, but we're not seeing that rush in Chinatown. Not like it is in Brooklyn among the 9 Chinese. They're going crazier than we are.
Okay, so maybe my question is for so much, and could you please introduce one or two of your friends, restaurant boss, to enable us the interview to see.